First opened in 2017. Here's a look inside the one-of-a-kind setting for football. That is Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, the home of the Falcons. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. Panay Wanwu now to return. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
On second down, Russ. Brought in by the tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Out of the gun, here's Russ. Toss right side to the tight end, Kmet. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch. Stays in bounds, and he's got the first down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. And here's Bijan. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face third down. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. That is brought in at the 10. And he will score. Cole Kmet, touchdown Falcons. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. On the ground, here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Rattler. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Olave is the motion man. On third down, they'll set up to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down. Here's Rattler. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Hayden Ellis in on that stop. Third and 6. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Call it a gain of 13. First down, New Orleans.
Over the last couple years, Mike, we've seen the trend in the NFL is that third down has really become a passing down, but not here. Not for this team. They keep the ball on the ground. They're able to pick up a big gain. Fresh set of downs.
And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. Second down.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. They'll look to throw. And he's in. Bub Means. Touchdown, Saints.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
On the return, here comes Wanwu. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. Here's a 2nd and 12. Now Russ. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. London brought in motion. That is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Still on his feet. And he will get into the end zone. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. From the shotgun, Wilson. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. That's Carl Granderson in there to record the sack.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Falcons getting their punter out there. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one. Oh, no fair catch, and he pays the price. Big shot to make sure this return didn't even get started. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Rattler now back to throw. Oh, he's got a man running with them, and they connect. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
To play in the NFL, you've got to have a short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. And in this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
Throwing now is Rattler. He's got room at the 30. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
Shaheed in motion. Now Rattler going to throw. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. They'll try to run. It's a pickup of 12 as they wind up converting on 4th down.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop it.
Saints going to use their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here now, 2nd down and goal. They'll go with him again. And he's in. Touchdown, Saints. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Now the try for an extra point. He gets it to go. The Saints will take a 21-7 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Open man down the field, Mooney. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Power.
On 1st and 10, it's... Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Saints have got it. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought. Knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. New Orleans' 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rattler. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Looking to throw, Rattler. to the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be third down.
Not only does he let the ball go through his hands, he lets 6 points slip away with that drop. I mean, everyone else does their job. The ball's on target. Listen, this is the big boy league now. The reality is, you just got to catch the ball.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. Shaheed in motion. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. The Saints now going to try a field goal here. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt. That one is good. So we hit halftime with the visiting Saints in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Shaheed in motion. Now, faking the give. And that is incomplete.
And on a game where it seems like this quarterback hasn't really done much wrong, that's really his most critical missed throw so far. He's had himself a really good game up until this point, but I think that's one when he goes back and watches the tape, he knows he should have had it.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. Open man, right side. He's got it. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success. So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed. And a good return here. He is out of bounds up past the 30.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They go play action with Wilson. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Wilson lines up in the pistol. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. The Falcons send their punting unit out as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Throw right side to Olave. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
Jesse Bates able to come up with the play and knock it away.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Saints will punt this one away. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Give to Robinson from the pistol. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
Play action. It's Wilson. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. The big tight end. The intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. On third down, here's Wilson. He'll try to run for it. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. Now Wilson on second down. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
13 yards on the play.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That one is caught by Mooney. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
London brought in motion. Throwing again. Wilson. Complete. Former first-round pick Drake London with the catch.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that will be a bit of a letdown.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. They get 22 yards there. First down, Atlanta. To throw again is Wilson. This one intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. This will be a Saints first down as he'll get this one up to the 19-yard line.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Here's Rattler. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing, and ultimately led in an incompletion.
That's deep for Olave. That is hard. And he will take this one in. 81 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans. And this has to feel good for this team, Greg. After losing week 1, to continue to add to the lead here in the fourth quarter and get themselves likely back to 500.
Yeah, just a really nice bounce-back performance. After talking to them, they felt really disappointed in their week 1 performance. They felt like they got off to a slow start, Mike. So now here in week 2, bounce back, deal with a little adversity early in the season. I think this is going to bode well as the rest of this year plays on.
On the return, here comes Wanwu. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll run with Robinson. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
Now Russ. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Now, deep ball for London. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs. Throwing now is Rattler. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Here we go.
Olave is the motion man. And he's into the end zone yet again. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. 3 touchdowns for the game. His first 3 of the year. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Wanwu. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. First and 10. Out of the gun, here's Russ. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Ready, go!
Rattler now back to throw. The ball comes out. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever.
Let's go now.
Olave is the motion man. Throwing is Rattler. That's deep for Olave. And this ball incomplete on third down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Open man downfield, that's London. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
These can be tricky situations defensively, right? The game is all but over. Barring something unforeseen, you got this one in the bag, but you still want to finish on a high note. You still want to walk off the field and put an exclamation point on what's pretty much been a dominant performance right from the start.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Bijan Robinson, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. It's 2nd down.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. Again, Wilson. He's got it at about the 8. He is in. Cole Kmet, touchdown Atlanta. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line. Second down and 8. They'll stick with him again. Whoa. To the 45. Still going. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
The PAT, up and good. And the Saints stretch things out even further. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, here comes Wanwu.
Commander Wongo on the return. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Green A, cut! Now Wilson on 1st down. Open man, he's got it. It's London. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
His drive will start on the ground, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. So this one a win for the visiting Saints. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.